You can't hear me? What the Can you hear me now? What the fuck is going on? You can't hear me? What the Alright, so you can hear me. Can you guys help me flip my cam? I don't know how to flip my cam. It just flipped last stream. Flip your cam. I know. I don't know how to flip my cam. It's not. I don't see any. I literally see 0 settings in here that. Like, I legitimately don't see any settings in here that flipped my cam or a way to unflip my cam. Yeah, I'm in the streaming software. Like, I'll show you guys, like, so we can do this together. And I'll make sure I give you my key for this. Happened at the end of the last stream, guys. The camera, this part right here, ended up down there, and it flipped. So if I put it up here, will it flip again? No. So if I right click on it, there's like nothing. Oh, rotate. Oh, it worked. Guys, this part right here. All right. It fucking worked. Good God. So what's up, fuckers? How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a good day. I just woke up. I haven't had my coffee yet. I didn't just wake up. I woke up at 5:57 a.m. and I laid there, and then my dog decided he wanted to spoon with me. So does the sound okay? Because normally I talk into these, but these weren't working. I just got 2 updates on OBS, and it's like some shit's fucking up now that wasn't messing up before. I don't know. Every time I plug the camera in, I have to give it permission, which I didn't have to before. So I don't know. It's weird. Mmm. Oh, it's so good. So hot. The coffee's so hot. So our ETH trades and our Bitcoin trades haven't filled from last time. I just Nothing's working. Man, I need to get over 5,000 followers. I've been dicking off for too long. Not that I tweet a lot. I just let me tweet out that I'm live, and then we'll get going. I am live now. I am live now. For and I need a link. I can't wait till this coffee wakes me up, homies. Hi, sweeties. Yeah, sounds great. Okay, cool. Then I can just rock with this then. TBH. Oh. How's the weather where you guys are? It's 16 degrees Fahrenheit here. I don't know how many that is Celsius. Isn't that negative degrees in Celsius? 16 degrees F2C. Negative 8.88 Celsius. Fucking tragedy. Total tragedy. Total tragedy. Ya boy is tired AF. Just from the cold, man. It just takes it out of you. You guys see how tired I am? But it's crypto and coffee, so we're going to wake up and we're going to drink coffee and we're going to do crypto. So, yeah. And then I have physical therapy after that. Okay. 18 degrees Chicago. Keith, you're in Chicago? I didn't know that. I was just in Chicago. Oh, baby. 4 degrees Fahrenheit here. Jesus. You're in Michigan, Jazzlane? Good God. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. Let's look at the Burt coin. Alright, I know the screen is down, so you guys can't fuck with me now. Whoops. Burt the coin. ICX is going ham bone. That's good. That's very good. Alright, so these two green horizontal green lines right here are our basically our 618 and our 0.5. Cool. Alright, so let's extend this 0.5 over a little bit more. That was actually a perfect drag. Look at how the candles have closed above the 0.5. Like, look at that save off the golden pocket yesterday. This candle right here. That's pretty incredible. Our bids didn't fill. Although I did say that I'd like to long this zone, but I was expecting, you know, under 4K shorts to fill first. 39.50-ish. Didn't happen. Market's crazy, bruh. Ah, it's crazy. So, I'm still waiting for those shorts to fill. Around here. I'm not doing anything else on Bitcoin right now. Ethereum, same shit, man. I am doing nothing else in Ethereum at the moment. If we go down to the 4 hour and look at the volume, or the 1 hour off that buy, this is Coinbase. It wasn't crazy buy volume. The candle looks good, but the volume doesn't match. Let's go to CoinMarketCap and see where the most Ethereum is traded at. Other than these bullshit exchanges that nobody uses. We'll look for one that sticks out. I don't have a chart for that. So basically Binance. So if we look at ETH Binance, I don't know if I have it on here. Wasn't a lot of buy volume off here, guys. Even if you go to the 4 hour, it wasn't a lot of buy volume. Okay, that tells you buyers haven't stepped in. You could say these dips are getting bought up, but I don't see any volume. They're not getting bought up with volume. There is a liquidity pool down here, but how many times are you going to tap it before it keeps going down? So that makes me nervous. I'm not nervous because I'm long or anything like that. I'm just we would obviously want the market to go up before it would go down. Um, so I'm just saying I'm not overly bullish. The hard fork is today or tomorrow, and then what? Back to no ICOs. You know what I mean? Like, and then what? Back to the bear market for ETH? Just saying, man. It could absolutely continue on here, but you'll need buyers to step in soon with volume. Otherwise, if there's not a lot of people buying at these levels, if there's not a ton, then they're just going to chip into some of the sellers at that level, and then new sellers will step in, as any efficient market will have, and it'll just continue down. So just be careful. Well, we look for volume. I mean, volume precedes price, right? And if we're looking at this on a 1 hour view, because we want to zoom, the only reason I'm looking at the 1 hour is because I want to see the price action during the time of what formed this candle yesterday on top of the 20 EMA basically and the 0.5 fib. So, okay, that looks great. That's awesome. We got a hammer close reversal, right? It looks better on Bitcoin. If we look into it, that's not a lot of volume, man. Really not a lot of volume. So it could continue up, but I am shorting into it. Bitcoin's hourly, it wasn't a lot of volume. We're talking about BitMEX. This is where basically the most volume for Bitcoin is traded, and we're not looking at a lot of buy volume off this. So this could absolutely continue up, but I'm still fucking shorting this. That's for show. That be for show. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts on Cryptopia and their alts when exchange opens? I wouldn't. I'm not doing anything myself. There'll probably be a dump real quick or a bunch. You know, I don't fucking know. Somebody might want to dump their Lux or something like that because. But what the hell? But yeah, no, I don't think it's gonna matter. Just continue on. People are probably gonna withdraw their coins like crazy. That's why they're opening a read only option of the site. But look, man, Cryptopia asked for this for years. They didn't upgrade their infrastructure at all whatsoever. So it is what it is. Like, all right, let's look at Icon. Icon's looking good. Now, I said in the private group the other day, I detailed this. Take you guys through my thinking on this. I want to go to crypto chat. Wait, where did I put this? I said ICX might do the damn thing. This was in price. This green line was 715. If we look at the chart, and we go to the daily, this is where I'm getting 715 from, right? If you look at the daily, this looks like advanced pass. We hadn't had a daily close above. 715 has been our big resistance. So I said it needs volume on any price action past 715. There isn't a lot of dump volume comparatively, but 715 is the exact battle line. A literal textbook, a literally textbook 15-minute inverse head and shoulders right off the golden pocket with declining volume profile to match. See this? So let's go to that 15 minutes and see what follow through she showed. This was the left shoulder. False broke above, and then just continue going sideways. And you'll get that. You will. We're talking about a 15-minute chart here. And this right shoulder was just right here. right? So no big deal. But what was telling was that on each dip, this volume was nothing, and you're getting a series of higher lows. I told you guys the other day, I went on a little bit of a mini rant. If you're seeing higher lows within a consolidation pattern, what chart was that? I was like, this doesn't matter as much if you're seeing a consolidation pattern dumps on no volume and you're just continuing higher past key resistances. That's bullish. Buyers will step in. What I can't remember what chart that was. Maybe it was ETH. I think I only looked at Bitcoin, Litecoin, and ETH the other day. It was Litecoin, I think. Anyways, so yeah, good stuff. It looks good. So where's it gonna head to next? You know, you want a daily close above 73.22. That's the 236 of this zone. So have we did we get one yesterday? I doubt it. We didn't. The 236 of this move, and let's fib the whole entire move. We're there. So the whole entire move says yes. Continuation of this move, yeah, I mean, we should continue going. It's bullish. As long as the day closes over it, man, it should continue. It looks bullish. I mean, and so where's it going to continue to? Well, the first area that you could see is obviously horizontal. And then I'll just draw a box, to be honest with you, down to here. So anywhere from 93 down to 83, 84. The reason I'm drawing the box is if I draw a horizontal across it, it'll make sense. From right here, you see how that touches it? That wick? And look how these ride it, basically. It's the real body close of right here, and then even down to right here. So we're looking at some horizontal levels here. I'll take the volume off. We're getting a breakout on RSI. RSI is a lagging indicator, though. I don't really make decisions based off of it. Predictive decisions. Yeah. So next resistance should be 76.70-ish. So yeah, some levels here. But I mean, honestly, we're at the range where if you want to flip it for 10%, that's fine. If you're buying it at the low on these ranges, like, you know, a good trader would, then maybe take partials. I'm not buying a breakout on this. I'm not really interested in buying breakouts. That's why we bought Litecoin 31. We're just chilling with it. Let's look at Litecoin. So, this LTC BTC chart setting up for a head and shoulders. Okay. We have declining volume from the left shoulder. And if this is a head and shoulder and this is the neckline here, then an easy approximate way to measure it would be from the top of the right shoulder-ish. That'd take us down to our 0.5 fib. So I think 108-ish is likely. But I do think a prime spot, there's two prime spots. There's one prime spot to be longing. This trend line, I don't really care about it. But I just think this support resistance flip right here, right on top of 0.0102 is just dynamite. Absolute fucking dynamite. Absolute dynamite. You have the 618, so you have, you know, the golden pocket off a high volume bounce. Great long zone. You have a support resistance flip, like a very visible support resistance flip. And you're playing ping pong between support and resistance areas, right? Support, resistance, resistance, support. Bing bong, bang, right? And you know, the head and shoulders kind of matches for a pullback. I think it's pretty much dynamite. So, oh, and you have the reason that this is dynamite is you have that point zero 0.01 round level. 0.0102 is basically 0.01. So, you have that big round number. You could wick below whatever. You might take it down to, if we were to zoom in, take volume off. You might wick down to this 0.65 zone ish, right around here. I don't see why not. It doesn't matter. But yeah, first target after that would be 0.01075, and then after that would be 0.0113. I like to, so 618s and golden pockets typically go to 382s, but I do like to deleverage at the 0.5. So I like to take some profits at the 0.5. That'd be 7%ish. It says 5%. But no, that ain't right. 0.010. Oh, that is 5 because it's 0.0102 to 0.0107. My fault. I was thinking 0.01 to 0.0107. But yeah, 5%, and then the rest would be what, 11.5, 11%, 11%. With some leverage, that could be a really, really good trade. You can get 2 to 3x the profit off of that by using 2 to 3x leverage if you use the same amount of Bitcoin you're going to use if you bought a spot. So, it's right on the 236. And the only thing, 236 is the current move, but let's go all the way to the bottom and see what it says. We're above the 236 and the daily 20 EMA. So, don't be surprised if this continues on. I have spot. I bought 129 Bitcoin or something like that, or Litecoin, at $31 in the private group, and just kicking it. Send it to cold storage. I don't think we'll see. I hope not. 31 again. It's fucking cold in here, dude. Like, legit cold. I'm turning my heater on. Bitch, I said turn on. Thank you. Quit it. Alright. Let's check comments. Damn, we banging in this bitch. Alright, yeah, let's start taking some requests. Look at Encash. Let me guess, 45? 44? Oh, yeah, no. Wow, wow, wow. Sorry, guys. Nope. No. No. None of you are buying this. This is what you call reverse price discovery. Okay? There's 2 ways to try to figure out where this bitch is going. Where'd that hit off of? Oh, okay, cool. I guess you could do this. And then project. Oh, wait, no, wrong fib button, dumbass. I'm trying to hit it 3 times. It's the only way I can. Tough. Yeah. God damn. Tough. Guys, this is tough, man. It's in negative price discovery. The shit might go to zero. I know I have physical therapy. I'm not trying to be a bearer of bad news, but it's a negative price discovery. There isn't a fib level in sight that can save this thing. And now the only good thing here is there's almost no selling volume. The only other way I can think to try to sniff this bad boy out. You know, 30, 28-ish. Draw this line. This is probably where the market will grab it at. She's toast. It's in a bad way. Look, man, this could be a false break lower and could make people a ton of money, but you're gonna go broke if you try to catch these kind of moves, man. This is pure trash. You don't need to swim in trash. There's other setups, buddy. There's nothing. The only good thing about this is catching this diagonal line. It's the only hope. And the further it goes right, the further it catches this line to the right. You know, this is a shitty project, man. It really is. It's a shitty ass project. So, it had a lot of promise at the beginning. People were excited, but they were caught faking the Tommy Hilfiger partnership, and then nothing else. What's happened with Encash? You know, it's tough. Yeah, I know that you want your bag to turn around, but you're just gonna need to let it happen. Thoughts about Nano? I like Nano. I think it'll pump like crazy in the future. Right now, it's trying to hold the 786 of the whole move. You know, you get this big ass move, just purely insane move. So 4x in 2 weeks, and then the market forgets about it and moves on to something like waves. Now, this was 2-3 months apart, but you get my point. Markets just forget, man. The market's been jumping from one to another. They're not all going off at the same time. You know, many have had a nice little bounce, but we haven't cleared really any resistances on anything but a couple coins. So, yeah. This is your hope on Encash. That's your hope on Encash. That this would happen. The problem is that this used to be Ryblox, and this actually has chart history. This is just when this was added to Binance. Encash doesn't. Nano's been around for a little while now. So, I mean, where would Nano go after this? You know, it's trying to hold this support level. Yeah, I think this one, you'll get a small bounce off it. 17.6-ish. It's tough. Poe? volume doesn't match the dump. Um, I'd put bids at 101 and see if I can get some stink bids. This is either going to double bottom and continue ranging and then rounding up here, or we're going to see 100. I mean, this zone, this low on this candle was 107. I think 100 will hold the first time, so I think bids at 101 probably wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, determine how much you're willing to lose and stop out if you are, but, and I wouldn't put a ton towards it, but this could be a good trade. If it does rise up, you know, I think 130 is probably its max for now. We're looking at just a support resistance flip. This was support for so long. From November through the end of January, early February, and then it broke it. So you'd be you know, it's probably likely that it'll get a try to the 125, 130 area, fail the first time. You know, it'd be you know, if you buy at 101 and sell 125, 130, we're looking at like 25, 30% there. That's not a bad trade. Aeon was born into price discovery. It's good volume. It's kind of a Quasimodo inverse head and shoulders. The volume profile absolutely does not match. But, you know, you never get upset about big green dildos coming into it. My sense is it's low liquidity, so it's easily pumpable. So when it reaches the bottom of the range, they pump it up again. I mean, how many times does it happen? 2, 3. It's insane. The absolute ceiling on singles for the time being is a 613-ish. But, I mean, you could get fooled into giving this a trend line, just like you could get fooled into giving that a trend line. It's not. This will just go right. So go to the right and break any trend line you can draw for it until it makes a higher high. Now, there's a difference between this kind of trend line and, in the very short term, this kind of trend line, right? We had a defined valley there. You don't have it here, so don't get fooled into thinking that you can just draw a trend line like this, because you can't. That's not. It ain't shit. You know, this bounced, so I'll draw it right here. This, you see this, and you're like, okay, we moved away from it. You see a green candle up here, and it hasn't closed yet on the daily, and you're like, okay, I got a trend line now. I got market structure. I can trade this. But you don't, because you got to watch for daily candles. And you look at the following daily candles off of this, they were still so far away from the trend line. The price was too far away from the trend line after it bounced. It wasn't here. It just went sideways. And this was your clue that, oh, this probably won't hold. There's not as much buying interest here as there actually was here. This was the price propped up. So, and if you find yourself needing to redraw your trend line, not that you asked me about it, but it's something that you could get stuck on. If you find yourself needing to redraw your trend lines, they're probably not valid. This is, you know, it looks better than the last couple, especially when you factor the volume. My only fear is it's very low volume and it's easily pumpable. Now you can say somebody's accumulating this. This is a perfect, I don't know much about this project, but this is a perfect type chart to accumulate. Why? Because you have a macro support and resistance flip here from support to resistance. So this is support, 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 resistance, resistance. And now you have a hard cap on your resistance. Bye, baby. Have a good day. Love you too. Hey, mine's at 4 today.
What?
I'm at 4 today.
You have an appointment at 4?
Yeah, so I don't know, and it's in Bay Village.
Okay.
So I don't know about making dinner.
Okay.
All right.
I'll make it.
Love you.
Okay.
Damn, gold's going crazy. Kind of. Look at gold. Right there. But yeah, I mean, this could definitely be a long-term accumulation because you have big volume spikes. They're not letting price go anywhere. And when you have a defined cap within an accumulation range, so you could take, sometimes drawing a box instead of just thin horizontal lines is better. You could take this and just be like, look, man, this is an accumulation range, like straight up, right? And so when you have a big cap like this that gives you a defined accumulation range, there's two ways they can accumulate. They can just buy it to hold it when it gets to the certain bottom area of the range, or they can buy it at the bottom of the range, pump it, sell into those pumps, keep the profits in that coin, and continue doing that. So they have an absolute zero risk bag in case the project goes to shit. You're seeing big green candles. Somebody is probably accumulating this for the long term. I don't know if it's a good project or not, but that's two ways in which you could accumulate. Not bringing into factors like mining and shit like that. I don't even know if this is a proof of work coin. Okay, makes sense. So that's probably what's happening. You can get lost in the shuffle being a moon boy on a chart like this. Accumulating doesn't happen on one. Accumulating for a bull run doesn't happen on one buy order. It happens over a lot of time. It takes time to doctor yourself a nice bag, if it makes sense. So that's what smart money does. What's next? Yeah, Jan and Feb been profitable. We haven't had a high volume of trades, like a high volume of trades, but in terms of like official trades, but like, how many times, guys, have I dropped by and been like, this looks like it's gonna pump, and then it pumps. KMD, Neo, Icon, like, yeah. And then our community is stronger than ever. We're not, obviously because of the bear market, we're not as big as we normally are, but people in there are just fucking kicking ass. Like everybody's smart in there. They're well trained. So yeah, it's been good, man. It's been really fun lately. It's clean. It's educated. It's fun. It's helpful. Everybody's profiting. It's a good time. That Litecoin trade was badass for sure. And then we're still riding. So we're riding March futures longs from 30.41. So $1 from the bottom. We're riding the Litecoin long still from $31, and then I want to re-enter VeChain in the worst way, but we'll see. Yeah, I want to re-enter VeChain in the worst way. It is what it is at this point, though. Bitcoin's so fragile at the top. I have trouble taking a ton of long trades at the top like this. So there's time. We're within a range. Like nobody can convince me on Bitcoin that we're not doing something that looks like this at the moment until we're not anymore. Do I need to redraw my trend line? We'll see. But because we can get another peak here and become a bear flag. All sorts of shit can take form. I think there might be more price action that needs to happen. So until you're sure, you just gotta like chill for a minute, right? So at this moment, I have two shorts lined up, and I'm gonna wait for them to fill. I'm gonna wait for them to fill. We are patient. All right, GVT. It's all right, buddy. Don't cry. Mom will be back tonight. Dog's crying because mommy left. I can let him in. My phone's charged now. Hold up. Come on, sweetie. Come here. So, oh, come here. Say hi to her kid. Oh, say hi to your friends. All right, we're looking at GVT. So, I just want to know how this rose so high with no bullish volume. I'm very, very confused. Like, what the fuck, dude? What happened? How's that even possible? How's it possible, Jordy? Do you know? Do you know how we pull you boo? You alright? What? What do you want? I love you too, Bubs. Oh, whoops. There we go. It's been good volume comparatively. So let's draw our range. It's brutal. Ooh, that's brutal. Ooh. I wouldn't be buying it here. It could push through, but I don't think it will. Right now. Here's your market structure, fuckers. Here's your market structure. You have it. Now, the prevailing thought on market structure is the first side to reach 3 points of contact wins. 3 points of contact. Was this a third point? This is about as symmetrical of a symmetrical triangle as you are ever going to find. You got a lot of bull volume, you got a lot of bear volume. And there's nothing wrong with saying, I don't fucking know what's going to happen here. I got no idea. So I'm not in it. Higher lows. But don't get it confused, man. Like, higher lows off of this is a lot different than higher lows off of this. Alright? Now, if we're going to call this a bounce off the 0.886, you know, right there is close enough. The cap would tend to be the 0.5, so 0.00163. But yeah, it could, man. It absolutely could. I'm symmetrical on this one. You guys know what I mean by that, right? I'm even keel. I don't know. Look at the daily close. Is it fighting the 236? Yeah, that's exactly what it's fighting. I fucking love fibs. Oh, love them. It hasn't closed over 236 since November of this move from the top. Your clue's gonna be a daily close over 0.01282. It's called 0.0128. It's 236. That's gonna be the clue. Until it closes above there, I'm not interested, man. Because after that, our targets are going to be, I mean, you can deleverage at the 0.382 on the way up. It's probably not a bad idea. I've seen it work enough times because you're looking at, you know, if you were to buy 0.013 or something like that, 0.0100155 is not a bad profit. But then you get some volume. You're looking at the 0.5 and the 618. That's some serious shit right there. We're not there yet. You're right under resistance. Don't buy under resistance, man. Don't do that to yourself. You'll lose more often than you win, and you will lose more than you win. There are gonna be streams when I'm like, buy this shit, right? And right now it's just, well, preferred buyback price for LTC. I already gave it to you. 0.0102. In Bitcoin. Alright, so if I'm taking requests, I need you guys to like this shit and also like my stream on YouTube, my stream or on Twitter. You know, like this. Give me some ratios or whatever they call it. Like this shit. What I tweet. Like that for me, guys. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna put this in the chat. I need you guys to like this on Twitter, please. Like that for me. And like this for me. And also get involved on my Twitter. I'm trying to grow my Twitter following. That'd make Daddy very happy. Like those for me. Like those for Dad, please. For me, please. Heart. Ooh, it's pink. Alright, let's look at Dragon. Let me guess, 2,000 sats. Ooh. Hey, dude. Here's the deal. Might not be a bad idea to accumulate a little bit of this. Just saying. I ain't saying, but I just be saying. Know what I'm saying? So good. So fucking good. I gotta leave in 37 minutes. Leave the stream. You have me until 9:30 Eastern. I'd accumulate this. Wouldn't be a, you know, a massive addition. The project's still working. So as far as that's concerned, this will pump. And it's at the bottom. Pretty much. Yeah, man, I'm gonna buy some of this shit. Aha! I'm buying some fucking Dragon. I'm doing it. I'm buying Dragon, bitch. Can't believe I'm doing this. This is embarrassing. Thinking you could live without me. Bang! Aha! Yeah, I'm buying some of this shit. Let's see what happens. Get that slumber score up, girl. If you ain't buying here, you ain't buying, right? I'm not saying go balls deep. Like, if you got a Bitcoin, maybe, you know, 0.005 to 0.01 Bitcoin in this, you know, like a half to 1%. 1% max. And then, when it 10x's, you got 10% of portfolio gain for 1% risk. You didn't even risk the whole thing because you have to have a point where you're going to cut it. I'd probably cut it under 1,400 sats. Thanks, Jasleen. Thanks, Cubby. William. Knowles. I hate that name, but I kind of, like, I've hated it for so long, I'm starting to love it. Alright, here's the deal with Knowles. I'm not eyeing here. I'm eyeing like 73 to 75. Right? Ish. Okay. I'm eyeing this. I think. Let's fib it. Alright. Right on the 886. Yes, the .93 is 81. I'd eye 81 next. So you could buy this if you wanted to, or if I were gonna buy this, it would be with a stop below a stop below 10,000. Where's that music coming from? Jordy, did Mama leave the TV on? Can you turn that off for me, please? Can you turn the TV off for me, please? Thank you. On a, but you're losing 9% if you lose this one, so, plus slippage. So I'm just saying, if I were to buy it, it'd be with a stop below 10,000, and then next would be 8,100. Okay. Is there any volume? Well, right there. They sold into it. I think that she left the fucking TV on. Thinking you could live without me. Okay. James, I already gave my thoughts on yesterday's BTC wick. I didn't see enough buying volume for me to take my short orders off the table. ZRX. I think I looked at it the other day. Looks like shit, man. Like, I wouldn't buy this until... I think a double bottom's possible. So, like, 5,000 sats to, like, 5,300, but, like, more towards 4,800-ish. 4,800 to 5,100 is where I'd buy. I wouldn't buy much, and I wouldn't expect much. What else does this have going for it? Yeah, you can say it's a good project. What other catalysts are on the way for ZRX? It seemed like its end game was always the Coinbase thing. So if you can answer that for me, I would love it. Like, I can't spend all day looking at the FA of all these coins anymore. There's just too many of them. I'm just not I'm not saying it's gonna go dead or anything, but like, yeah, you could double bottom this around, 4,800 to 5,100 ish, and then after that, like, 3,600, 2,000. It's tough, man. It's tough. That's Polo. Let's look at Binance. Ooh, much better chart. I guess your hope is more people are obviously trading the Binance chart and they're looking at this. you know. Something to think about. Let's do Strat and KMD. This is more pertinent, right? Here's the issue. You would have wanted this to become a support resistance flip after a high volume push past it. You also would have wanted the real bodies of this range to become a support resistance flip after a high volume push past it. You didn't get either. Period. You didn't get either. And now it's resistance on the way back. Seven, 8, 6. You know, you'd say 786 is go to 382s, but it looks to me like this 0.5, the real bodies of this would be too much resistance on the way back up. I'm not buying it right now. I want to see more sideways. I think we could at the very least get more sideways. It's not worth it. Ain't worth it. Listen, if you say no enough times, you'll know when it's a yes. You know, like yes, absolutely. You said no to everything except Dragon and Litecoin on a pullback right now. I'm not trying. I know my name's Noah, but I'm not trying to, you know, be like the asshole that's like no. But you don't want me to be the asshole that you don't want me being the asshole that says yes, because that's a different kind of asshole. It's the wrong kind of asshole. So stick with me, guys. I try to have your best interests at heart. I do. I do. KMD, Sean, thanks for the subscription, buddy. I think I have quite a few extra, maybe not. No? Yeah. Charles, thank you. Tasmeser, Tag B, Martin, Montox, Matt, thanks guys for the subscriptions. Streaming 3 times a week. Make sure you join my Telegram group. Make sure you join the Crypto Critics Discord for free. Trying to get that going again. They're sponsoring the video. KMD. Okay. So when did I say KMD? On the 2nd. I'm really digging the market analysis channel. I am really digging this KMG chart for a move upwards. Price was at 18,760. Price is at yo, that's 40%, homies. I'm still waiting for Waves to come get me at 60K. Cool? Now. fuck these fibs on the way back up. Market cycle retrace. Get this all out of here. Let me teach you something. You need to know when to draw a bottom. Not that this has bottomed, but we need to see resistance on the way back up. We're looking for 236 resistance. Watch how this happens. Live magic tricks brought to you by Noah's Ark of Crypto. Let's do that again. We're looking for resistances on the way up. We're looking for the 236 resistance. They are bitches to get over. First try. Second try even. Oh my God. What is that we have there? A perfect touch of the 236 on the way back up. You have got to be kidding me right meow. Fibs work. They work. Here you go. So on the way back up, you know, you want to see a support resistance flip. See here-ish, it's at resistance. I mean, it hit resistance, right? Support resistance, you want to see this. What do fibs tell us? Now we're going to fib the bottom of the move to the top of the move. Okay. Oh my God, that's the 0.5 fib. It's perfect. We have confluence. Oh, not only that, but look where it's being denied. We haven't had a daily 3-day close over the 236 of the current move either. 236s must be big time resistances. You like that shit? Yeah. You know, I'd give it a try at the 0.5. If it doesn't work at the 0.5, I'd also give it, I'd double down at the 618 because that's right above the 20K magic number, and I'd get out at the 0.5. That's my stop. Understand? So I'm looking at 22.4 down to 20 point basically 3. Right? I double down. There's two ways to do this. You can either do equal orders. You'll get out and profit either way. You know, because if I buy at the 0.5 and sell at the 236, it's like 20-25%. 20%? Is that even 20%? Why is my math failing me today? Probably not even close. Yeah. Yeah, 21%. Fuck you. Did it right. But if I get a shitty ass bounce and it comes down to the 618, I am comfortable with that because it's the 618 and I have a support resistance flip right there. Right? So, and I know 618s go to 382s, but I want to take it from the 0.5, right? And I'm not comfortable in it if it gets down to the 618 because this is too big of a support resistance flip to lose for me. So, if you lose a support resistance, it becomes a resistance. Lost support becomes resistance. It's a support resistance flip, right? It should be support, but if you lose that support level, that support becomes a resistance. So, knowing that on the way back up, fuck it, I'm not going 618 to 382. That was my original trading plan. My original trading plan was 0.5 to 236 based on where the support is of this entire range. Okay? So, I'm going to double down at the 618 and I'm going to get out at the cap that is now a support resistance flip at the 0.5. So if my average, if I just go even between the amount that I'm ordering at the 0.5 and the amount that I'm ordering at the 0.618, that is an average of 21.4 to 21.5. We'll say 21.5. I always round up. Now, I can get out with a 4% gain and go look at something else. Okay? And look, and if you put simultaneous orders like that together, and that's if you put even. If you do 33% of the point 0.5, like 1/3 of the point 0.5 and 2/3 of the 618, then you're looking at probably 6 to 7%. Okay? Now, there's an alternate way. There's a caveat to this, okay? Is that at the point 0.5, if you put the point 0.5 orders and the 618 orders on the book at the same time, like one after another, like you put them together basically. You don't only put the 618 if the point 0.5 fails. Like, okay, I'm going to put my point 0.5 order. Okay, now I'm going to put my point 618 order. Let's see what happens. You have to be able to be a dynamic price action trader, because if you get a wick down to the 618 but not a daily close below the point 0.5, that 382 is still valid. We look at candle closes to determine where fib levels actually are. If we lose the 0.5 on a daily close, I know I'm looking at the 3-day right now, but if we lose the 0.5 on a daily close, then we're looking at the 618 and we'll get out at the 0.15 or at the 0.5. So we even have ourselves a trend line that tells us that this 0.5 should be valid. But fuck trend lines. We don't need it. We just need horizontals right now. All right. Did that make sense? Put a 1 in the chat if it made sense, a 2 if it went right the fuck over your head. This setup is only valid on a high volume price rise. So you want to see the volume, right? Wow, that's a lot of volume. That blows through resistance, which the resistance before any of this existed was this top pink box here. That was obviously your resistance, right? Cool. And let me guess. Oh my god, it was the 236 of this entire drop. Of this mini drop. Alright. Awesome, Ben. I'm glad you understood that. If you can find fib confluence with your support and resistance levels and then use volume to back up price, there's not a lot else you need, guys. During bull times, we'll start throwing some cloud on. We'll start doing some more moving averages and shit, but it's basically all you need during bear times. And take profits on the way up. And I'm a complete hypocrite because I haven't taken profits with Litecoin yet. I think people might want to front run this block halving. I don't know. Trying to be smart. All right. What else? CRPT. Let's look at waves really. All right, let's get a couple of these knocked out real quick. I'm taking no more requests today. Like new requests. Okay. I don't expect this to hold on waves. All right, I don't. Yeah, it's lost the 0.5. All right. It's lost the 0.5. So let's go to the daily. And let's see if we can't get it at the 618 at 60K. It's declining volume. This just isn't a bullish pattern. You know, I'm really looking at even down to 55 to 60K. I'm gonna spread orders. What is up with Chainlink? Why do people like this coin so much? What's the deal? You know, I'd be more likely to buy this at 10K. There's just nothing else that needs to fucking be looked at. For a flip, I'd buy this shit at 10K. And if it wants to go sideways here, there's reason to expect that it can happen on this trend line over here. After that, I mean, here's your levels on Link. There you go. And draw that shit. I'm dancing with a stranger. AGI? What is going on with AGI? I haven't seen AGI in forever. I don't like its inability to stay above this resistance level. Under the 236 now? Nah, I'm cool. I'm alright. I'd probably 905 is probably where I'd look to get back in at personally. 618. I'm cool. I'm cool on that. I don't like that price action. Alright, Cubs. I'll see you later, buddy. I'll be back on either Saturday or Sunday. I'll let you guys know. Maybe we'll do an AMA or something. Alright. Last one is Cutum. It's going to be the last coin here, guys. I still like it. It looks like an inverse head and shoulders. I had to have drawn that horizontal line based off a 3-day. Yes. Okay, I was going to say, there's no other reason that would be there. Yeah, this is accumulation area. You know, stop below 50K, really. See what happens. Could be an inverse head and shoulders. It's got to get going. It's coming towards the end of where it would be an IHS, but recent volume has suggested that potentially it could be. I don't say why not. REQ, sorry. You asked REQ. I'll give you REQ. Request network, is that what that is? Yeah, same thing. Let's go to the daily volume. Is this being accumulated? Not really. No matter what, your stop is on a daily close below 440. 462? 462. Call it 460. No matter what. We'll even call it 445. Stop is on a daily close below 445. Now that's 20% from now. I can't help you there. But there's been some pumps off of this exact level a few times. Here, here, basically here. It's more than you think, man. You get down into 470 area up to, you know, even 670. That's 50% almost, 40%. 750, you know, you're looking at 60+%, 70%. Like, yeah, this could be a sweet zone to get a quick little pump, man. Good pump. And then if you wanted to leave either all your profits or a portion of your profits in for long term to try to get more from it, then yeah, it's free. Or you could just take it and move it somewhere else. So, all right, guys, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Jump in my free Telegram. Jump in the chat in that Telegram, Twitter, Crypto Critics Discord service. Come get some, baby. We're getting it. I love you guys. Have a good day.